In the ancient kingdom of Umuri, the gods spoke not with voices, but with visions. Only the ruler, King Obina, could stand before the sacred mask known as the eyes of the gods. And what it showed one moonlit night chilled his soul. He saw smoke swallowing the palace. He saw the royal staff broken in two. He saw his son, Prince Uzorha, standing alone crowned, but surrounded by ruin. The message burned into his spirit. A son who refuses wisdom will inherit ashes, not a throne. At dawn, the king called the prince. My son, he pleaded softly, before you inherit the crown, inherit wisdom. Sit with the elders, listen before you command. But Uzorha's pride was louder than love. Father, I was born to rule, not to kneel. The gods may guide old men, but I make my own destiny. The king said nothing more, but that night, he wept alone in the shrine. Then the vision became reality. War came without warning. Uzorha rushed to battle, proud and unprepared. The enemy outsmarted him. The army fell. The palace burned just as the gods had shown. When the dust settled, Uzorha walked through the ruins of his father's hall. There beside the broken throne, he found the old king weak, smoke-stained and grieving. My son, the king whispered, holding his hand. I did not fear losing the kingdom. I feared losing you to your pride. Those words shattered something inside the prince. For the first time in his life, Uzorha fell to his knees not before elders, not before warriors, but before his father. Tears ran down his face into the ashes. I thought strength meant standing alone, he sobbed. I did not know it meant learning before leading. That night he returned to the shrine barefoot, crownless, broken. Great gods, he cried, if vision still remains for me, let me see how to rebuild what I destroyed. The sacred mask opened slowly. But this time the vision was not of war. He saw himself sitting quietly among grey-haired elders. He saw himself rebuilding homes with his own hands. He saw children laughing again in a restored kingdom. And behind him stood his father smiling. From that day forward, Uzorha ruled differently. Not with pride, not with fear, but with listening. And people would later say, the prince who once saw only himself became the king who finally saw his people.